One song. One performance. And suddenly, the internet couldn't talk about anything else.
A powerful live rendition of On My Soul has sparked an avalanche of reactions online, putting global superstar Bruno Mars back at the center of one of the biggest music conversations of the year. Across social media platforms, fan pages, entertainment blogs, and music forums, clips from the performance have been spreading rapidly, with viewers praising the singer's emotional delivery, commanding stage presence, and seemingly effortless vocals.
What started as another concert performance quickly transformed into a viral cultural moment. For many fans watching in person and online, the performance felt different from the moment it began. The crowd's energy was already building as Bruno Mars stepped into the spotlight, but few expected what would happen next. As the opening notes of On My Soul echoed through the venue, thousands of fans fell into a rare state of anticipation, sensing that something special was unfolding. Within hours, short clips from the performance began circulating online. Comments flooded social media timelines.
Music fans who had never attended the concert were suddenly sharing videos, reacting to vocal highlights, and debating whether this was one of the singer's most memorable live performances in recent years.
The reaction was immediate. Many viewers focused on the emotional depth of the performance.
Others pointed to the technical quality of the vocals. But almost everyone seemed to agree on one thing: the moment felt genuine. In an era where audiences are often skeptical of overly polished performances, authenticity remains one of the most valuable currencies in entertainment. That authenticity appeared to be exactly what resonated with viewers. Music critic Daniel Harper, who has covered major touring artists for more than a decade, described the performance as a reminder of what separates elite entertainers from ordinary performers. What stood out wasn't just the vocal ability, Harper said. It was the emotional control. Every note felt intentional. That's the kind of performance people remember long after the concert ends. That sentiment quickly spread across online discussions. Fans repeatedly highlighted how Bruno Mars managed to balance vocal precision with emotional storytelling. Instead of relying solely on technical perfection, he appeared fully immersed in the song's message, creating a connection that many viewers described as powerful and personal. For longtime followers of the artist, the reaction was hardly surprising. Over the years, Bruno Mars has built a reputation as one of the most reliable live performers in modern music. While many artists achieve commercial success through streaming numbers and social media popularity, his reputation has largely been built on stage. Concertgoers often describe his performances as experiences rather than shows. Whether performing in intimate venues or massive stadiums, he has consistently demonstrated an ability to command attention without depending on elaborate production tricks. His combination of vocal strength, musicality, charisma, and crowd engagement has become a defining part of his career. That reputation appears to have played a major role in the online response to On My Soul. For some viewers, the viral moment wasn't simply about one song. It was about witnessing an artist reaffirm why he remains one of the industry's most respected performers. Veteran music producer Michael Reynolds offered a similar perspective. When you watch performers at this level, you're not just hearing music, Reynolds explained. You're watching years of experience come together in real time. The audience can feel that. That's why moments like this spread so quickly online. The speed of the viral reaction has become a story in itself. Entertainment analysts note that modern music audiences consume live performances differently than ever before. A single standout moment can now reach millions of viewers within hours. Platforms amplify emotional reactions, allowing performances to travel far beyond the walls of the venue where they occurred. That dynamic was clearly visible following the performance. Videos accumulated views at an impressive pace. Reaction channels uploaded breakdowns. Fan communities created compilations. Comment sections filled with praise from viewers who described chills, goosebumps, and emotional reactions while watching. Some users even compared the moment to iconic live performances from previous decades, arguing that memorable performances still have the power to unite audiences in a fragmented digital landscape. The emotional response was particularly notable. Several viral comments focused less on technical singing and more on how the performance made people feel. Viewers described memories being triggered, personal experiences resurfacing, and emotions emerging unexpectedly while listening to the song. That level of emotional engagement is difficult to manufacture. Music psychologist Dr. Sarah Collins believes moments like these reveal why live performance remains essential despite the dominance of streaming. People connect with authenticity, Collins explained. When audiences believe an artist is genuinely expressing something meaningful, emotional contagion occurs. Viewers begin sharing that emotional experience with one another. That shared emotional experience appeared to fuel much of the conversation surrounding On My Soul. As more clips spread online, media outlets began covering the reaction. Entertainment websites highlighted fan responses. Music bloggers analyzed the performance. Social media influencers added their own commentary. The discussion evolved from a simple concert clip into a broader conversation about performance artistry. For younger audiences who may know Bruno Mars primarily through streaming playlists and viral songs, the performance served as a reminder of his roots as a live entertainer. Industry observers frequently point out that some artists thrive in recording studios while others truly come alive on stage. Bruno Mars has long belonged to the second category. Throughout his career, he has consistently demonstrated an ability to transform songs through live interpretation. Rather than simply recreating studio recordings, he often adds energy, nuance, and spontaneity that make each performance feel unique. That characteristic was evident throughout On My Soul. Audience members described moments where the crowd appeared completely captivated, hanging on every lyric and vocal run. The atmosphere reportedly shifted from excitement to admiration as the song progressed. Those in attendance weren't just listening. They were witnessing a moment. One concertgoer who shared footage online described the experience in simple terms. You could feel the entire crowd change. Everyone was focused. Everyone was locked in. It felt like we all knew something special was happening. That observation has become a recurring theme among those discussing the performance. In a world saturated with content, truly memorable moments remain rare. Audiences scroll endlessly through videos every day, yet only a handful manage to capture widespread attention. The viral response to On My Soul suggests this was one of those rare moments. Industry experts also believe the reaction reflects a broader trend within entertainment. As audiences become increasingly exposed to digital effects and manufactured content, genuine displays of talent often stand out more dramatically. Viewers are actively searching for moments that feel real. That search for authenticity may explain why the performance resonated so strongly. And sometimes, that is enough. The performance also arrives during a period when live music is experiencing renewed cultural significance. Concert attendance remains strong across multiple genres, and fans continue seeking experiences that cannot be replicated through screens alone. Moments like this reinforce why. They remind audiences that live performance remains one of entertainment's most compelling forms. As conversations continue online, many fans are already calling the performance one of the standout musical moments of the year. Whether that assessment ultimately proves accurate remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the performance achieved something increasingly rare. It cut through the noise. For a brief moment, millions of people seemed focused on the same thing. Not a controversy. Not a scandal. Not a headline-driven distraction. Just music. And at the center of that moment stood Bruno Mars. As clips continue circulating and discussions continue growing, the performance serves as another chapter in a career already filled with memorable live moments. Yet what makes this particular moment noteworthy is how organically it spread. There was no major promotional campaign driving the conversation. No elaborate marketing strategy. No manufactured narrative. Instead, the reaction emerged naturally from audience enthusiasm. People watched. People shared. People talked. And the internet responded. In an age where attention is often fleeting, that may be the most impressive achievement of all. The story of On My Soul is ultimately bigger than one performance. It is a reminder of the enduring power of live music and the unique ability of exceptional performers to create moments that transcend the stage. For thousands in attendance and millions watching online, this was more than another concert clip. It was a moment. A moment that sparked conversations, generated headlines, inspired emotional reactions, and reminded audiences why live music still matters. And judging by the non-stop discussion online, it is a moment people won't be forgetting anytime soon.